and welcome back. And I'm very happy that you are attending this ASMR session. In here we have a map of Europe with all Europe's capitals Latinized or translated in Latin based on medieval usage. Alright, and let's start. Maybe you will identify some of the capitals right away. For example, Reykjavik, which is the capital of Iceland, is like Reykjavik in the common usage. Eblanda stands for Dublin, the capital of Ireland. Londinium, which is London. London. Well, the capital of Portugal in Latin is Olisipo. Well, it should be Lisboa or Lisbon, but translated to Latin is Olisipo. But this is based on medieval conventions and Latin scripts. Madrid, in Spain it's Madridum. Andorra, which is, by the way, one of the microstates in Europe, is Andorra Vetus. And here it's interesting. The name for Paris is Lutetia. Well, based on the Latin scripts from medieval times. Brussels, it's Bruxelles. Amsterdam is Amstellodamum. Luxembourg is Luxemburgum. Alright, well, here is interesting. The capital of Switzerland, Bern, in Latin is written in the same way, Berna. Now tell me if you recognize these Dulci Valleys. What it could be, Dulcis Valleys. The hint is that this is one of the microstates of Europe. Dulcis Valleys. Of course, it's Liechtenstein. Well, Monaco in Latin is Monaecus. San Marino is Marinum. Well, it's resembles somehow. And the city of Rome is Roma, which is the well-known name of the Rome, or Repubblica Romana, and Civitas Vaticana is the Vatican City. Civitas, which Civitas in Latin means city or town. Valletta is the name for La Valletta, the capital of Malta. So Valletta came from Latin. Birziminum What is Persiminum? Well, Persiminum is the capital of Montenegro. Seraing. Well, you can guess what Seraing stands for here on the map. It's the capital of Bosnia and Herzegovina, which is Sarajevo. Seraing. Good. And the capital of Croatia, which is Zagreb. In Latin it's Zagrabia. Alright, here stands a capital for a small country which is not very resembled in the modern script. Emona, which is the capital of Slovenia, and the capital of Slovenia is Ljubljana, but here it's translated Aemona in Latin. Now this one is very interesting. It's a very famous city in Europe, the city of waltz. It is Vienne, and the capital of Vienne in Latin script it's Vindobona. Alright, now we can find something that is very the Latin name coincides with the modern scripts. Praga. And the capital of Germany, Berlin, is Berolinum. Now, yeah, it's a little bit tricky. What kind of capital is this? Hafnia, which is one of the northern capitals of Europe, and is, yes, right, Copenhagen, Denmark's capital. I didn't know that Denmark is translated in Latin script Hafnia. Here is another one interesting that might be confusing. The capital of Sweden, Stockholm, is Holmia. Okay, the capital of Norway, Oslo, well, somehow resembles the real modern script, Oslo. And Helsinki, the capital of Finland, is Helsinkia. All right. Capital of Estonia is Tallinna, and modern day script is Tallinn. Yeah, it resembles. Riga, which is the capital of Latvia. It's the same in Latin translated. Well, here it's a little bit tricky. The capital of Lithuania, it's Vilna. Well, it's Vilnius now in common languages. It's translated Vilnius. Well, Varsovia is the capital of Poland, which somehow resembles the modern day languages. In English is Warsaw, but in Slavic it's Varsovia. So, Now here, you're gonna guess what is Posonium. Posonium. It's the capital of Slovakia. Well, this is somehow confusing. The capital of Slovakia is Bratislava, but in Latin scripts, I didn't guess first time when I saw it. Posonium. Right, I didn't thought that this could be the name of Bratislava translated in Latin script. Okay, now this one is easy. The capital of Hungary. Budapestinum, which somehow resembles very close to Budapest, and here is Budapestinum. Let's continue. We're gonna go and travel to Serbia. Belgrade is Belgrado. Well, somehow it's look alike, right? Wow. What do we have here? Pristina. The same translation as the modern languages. Capital of Kosovo. Next is Skopje. What could be Skopje? Wow, in a proportion of 20-30%, it resembles the modern day capital of North Macedonia, which is Skopje. Is Skopje in Latin. Tirana. Wow. Very look-alike with the modern day languages, which is the capital of Albania. Yes, Tirana. The same name or the same writing in Latin. Here is Athene, which is Athena, the capital of Greece. What is Bucharesta? Well, Bucharesta means in Latin Bucharest, which is the capital of Romania. Bucharesta. Courageous word. The capital of Moldova, translated in Latin, is Chislanova, which is Chisinau, or Chisinau. Capital of Ukraine, Kiev, is Kiovia. The capital of Belarus is Minsk, which is Minsk, by the way. The capital of Russia is Moscow. So it's not Moscow, not Moskva. In Latin is Moscow. Alright, here is the capital of Turkey. Somehow it resembles Ankara or Ankara. The capital of Cyprus is written the same way in Latin like in the modern day languages. Nicosia. Next is the capital of Georgia, which is Tbilisi, and it's Tbilis. The capital of Armenia Erevan is Erevanum. Erevanum. And the last one is Azerbaijan and Baku, which is the capital. Like it's red in modern day languages, it's in Latin script is Bakua. Bakua. Baku, Bakua. Somehow the same. Alright, so this was just a little informative ASMR session in Latin languages, in Latin scripts, yeah. How these capitals are written in Latin scripts. I hope you enjoyed this ASMR session, and now it's time for you to fill the comment section below with your opinions, of course. By the way, I'm Smoto, and the only thing that I'm asking for is to subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, I wish you all